Hey folks, Sheila here from Design Files. In today's video, I want to show you how you can avoid situations like this, where you might have created a beautiful branded mood board design, but some of these graphic elements and your logo are showing up on your product list that you're going to be sharing with your client. So if you don't want those graphic elements to show up, and if you don't want to waste the time to have to click into each of these and turn the toggle on to hide this particular item on your product list from your client, the design asset library that's built into your Design Files account will help you avoid this problem altogether. So let me show you exactly how this works. I'm just going to scroll to the top of this page and we're going to go into this particular design board. So the reason those graphic elements are showing in your product list is likely because you've gone into your library here and you've uploaded the arrow or your logo to either your main library or to your project items. And if you do that, any of the items that you add to these two libraries, when they're dragged out onto the design board, they're going to show on the product list level. Now, what you can do to avoid this is you can use the new asset library right here, and you can add your graphic elements to this library, which means any of the items that you add to this library, if you include them in your design boards, they will not be included within your product list. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to back out of this design, and I'll show you how. I'm just going to duplicate this design right here. We're going to edit this one, and this time I'm going to incorporate the arrow and my logo by uploading those elements to my asset library right here. I've already got the arrow actually, so that's fine. So let's just go ahead and we'll upload my logo here. Okay, hit done. We're just going to call this logo, save this. And now if I pull these elements out from my asset library, these items are not going to show in my product list. So I'm just indicating that I'm using this fabric to go onto this sofa. We're going to add in my logo here. You could even add in other elements like your perspective grid or any sort of 3D rendering backdrops, anything that is going to be a design element that you add to your design board, but you just don't want it to show on the product list level that you're going to share with your client. Just add it to your assets library. Now we can go ahead and we can save this. And once that's saved, I'm going to go back into, I'll click the button to go back to app. I'm going to come down here to my product list, and if I scroll down, you can see that those graphic elements like my logo and my arrow, they're not part of this product list anymore. Now my product list is just nice and clean of the products that I'm actually recommending that my client approve and purchase. Now, if you do choose to use the asset library, and I absolutely recommend that you do, one other thing that I'll just show you here, I'm going to let this load in. I'm going to go back to my library and back to my assets. If you ever want to remove any of the items that you've added to your asset library, just hover over it. You'll see this button here with the 3 dots and you can delete it or you can edit it. So if you just want to update the title or anything like that, go ahead and make the changes, save it, and then those updates will be added to your asset library. So there you go. That's how it works. If you do plan on creating branded mood board designs like this, where you are going to be incorporating different sorts of graphic elements and you just don't want those to show in your product list, use the asset library. It's going to be a huge time saver for you, and it means that you won't have to go into these individual items and hide specific items on your product list from your client. If you have any questions at all about this, just reach out to us on the live chat. We are always happy to help. Thanks so much for watching.